What's up? It's Marina Simone. Welcome to Messy to Millions, where we are going to literally interview all the messy female entrepreneurs out there and ask them what is their plan to getting to millions? How did they get to millions? And we're going to highlight some tools that work for me, that's worked for them. We're also going to get raw, real, and relatable. And we're also going to keep it 100. I think that's the most important piece. So, if this is your first time to my podcast, anything we ever talk about will be in the show notes, but here's the coolest piece is we want you to feel good. We want you to feel worthy. We want you to feel seen. And I think this world of digital marketing, coaching, network marketing, affiliate marketing has put so much emphasis on what successful women look like that we can forget that success is not just what's in our bank account, but it's also what we create for our families. And so I really hope that this podcast does that for you.
I want to ask you questions about ACE so I can understand maybe some things that I'm not even using it for. Like my network marketing team, I have two leaders on my network marketing team. They just launched a campfire. Like they just launched, they're pulling everybody out of Facebook groups and
It's
putting
so
up a
good.
community. I know. And I'm like, wait, I still don't even understand. Why would they do that? What does that mean? And so I'm excited just to have you here. And for those of you that are seeing my podcast and my social media posts, I've been talking a lot about ACE in a lot of my posts and podcasts and things like that. And I haven't done a tutorial or any of that yet, just because our team has been using it for a while now. And I'm seeing what that line of business is doing with the tool versus the lines of businesses that aren't necessarily using it yet. And I was like, you know what? One, I'm obsessed with you, Brie, because you're absolutely incredible. Like you're
It's
my
mutual.
vibe. Yeah, you're like totally my vibe. But also you've been in both worlds like I have, like network marketing leader, running your own brand, working for yourself, you said for 25 years. That's incredible. That's insane. And as a female entrepreneur, just gonna put that out there. So you've seen a lot, you've done a lot, and now you're basically running ACE, right? Like you run ACE.
Oh, no.
Oh, come
I
on.
I hate saying that. So there's Brian. He's the CEO. I'm VP
Love
of
it.
sales.
Oh,
So I'm hard to control. So maybe sometimes he feels I think I run Ace. He's an incredible CEO.
you probably appreciate it so much. So come on. You have a freaking powerful brain. I have seen
Thank
behind the scenes of your brain a little bit and I love it. It's very strategic. I love that about you because that's how I do everything in business is very strategic and with heart. And I've noticed that and recognized that about you. Obviously, we've been chatting a little bit, but why don't we give the audience a little bit about who are you?
Okay.
What's your background? Give them a little like family, give them a thing. We got to tell them a little bit about you before we get into the goods.
All right, let's do it. I do want to thank you, and you might edit this out, but I do want to just love on you a little bit. Thank you for asking me to be on. I don't do a lot of podcasts. I love a live stage with a live audience. And so I'm always, my background before network marketing was civil litigation. So there's a little part of me, the legal part of me, that's always worried anytime I'm being recorded to make sure things are perfectly aligned and compliant and all of that. But I said yes to you for this because you are so easy to talk to. I believe in what you're doing for women in our space. I
Thank
believe that a lot of us that have been in this industry for a long time, we predate social media. And
you.
so when social media came, we started utilizing our voice more, being showing who we are, creating a brand without realizing we were creating the brand that is us, but
Yeah.
didn't know that we needed to maintain control of that
Yeah.
ourselves and not let anybody else put their flag and stake their claim on it.
Funny.
What you're doing is important.
Thank you.
It's so important, I think, teaching women how to own their voice and men too, but teaching people how to own their voice and still be able to connect with incredible companies, with
Yeah.
incredible products or services, but how to maintain. I also, a little bit about me, a field leader, network marketing with a network marketing company, same company the whole 25 years. Before that, though, I was a paralegal. So I did family law, civil litigation, some estate and criminal and all of those things because that's what ends up happening. And one of the things that happened that we saw over and over again in marriages and family law was The marriages that don't make it are the marriages where two people forget that they're still two individuals. And sometimes when we start with a company, we forget to maintain our own identity as well. And that's not a healthy symbiotic relationship. And so what you're doing is teach them, I can still be Brie, you can still be Marina, but you can affiliate, you can associate, you can promote these products, these brands that are doing good work and providing good products for the world, but still maintain this is who I am. So
Yeah.
I'm just super honored to be here with you. A little bit about me. I've got 4 kids who aren't kids anymore. It's so weird. You get used to calling them your kids, and then you're like,
Yeah.
they're all 6'3", 6'1", taller than you, and not kids at all. But my oldest was 4 months old when I started this industry and started
Wow.
my first company, my only company. And I had a great job in the legal field and loved what I did and love that I got to help people in the community. But then you fall in love, you get married, you have a kid, and you're like, wait, he's going to be starting school one day and I want to be the classroom mom and I want to go on the field trips, but I can't do that with this high powered career. And back then there was no such thing as remote work. He's 26. He just turned
Yeah.
26 a week and a half ago. And gosh, I can't believe I'm saying that. I have a 26-year-old. And he grew up watching me build a business from scratch and the highs and the lows and hit the goals and miss them and hit them again. And it's such an incredible place to grow up. I feel like I've grown up in network marketing. I had incredible female mentors that allowed me to make mistakes and to fail and pick me up and be so good to me. And lots of life happens. I started in this space as a military wife and moved away, took a leave of absence from work because I had a new baby and had no friends. And this was a place for me to not be shy, for me
Ooh,
to take off
well,
the glasses and the bun and get behind from the trial briefs and actually start talking to people. And
first of all, you are way too gorgeous to be behind anything. And by the way, she looks like she's 26. The fact that you have a 26-year-old, you look like you're 26. So
thank
one would believe you. Like
the
when
best products are network marketing. You
they
want
really are.
skincare, you want supplements.
You got to age
Yeah,
backwards. You don't want to
right.
die.
Yeah.
It's all right there. All right there. But it is the truth, right? I love this. And you're not bragging on yourself. But I'm just going to brag on you really quickly. Bree had a massive organization in her network marketing company. And she also was a top leader. So I'm going to just say what she's not going to say. She's a freaking badass, FYI. She's done things that I've never done before. She's trained and led massive organizations. So I'm just honored to have you on here for sure. So here's the thing. You said something though. You said, I became a mom, 4 months old, and you said you didn't have any friends. Do you feel like that is something that a lot of driven women with
Mm, yes.
careers don't have friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm married to an amazing man now, not the first guy. And when we probably married a couple of years, and he said to me, he said, "You have a type." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You have a type in your friends." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" Because of course I'm thinking of the standard things. I'm like, I have such a diverse group of friends, ages, some have kids, some don't, some different levels of education, socioeconomic statuses, ethnicities, cultures, everything. And I was
Yeah.
like, "No, I don't." And he said, "Yeah, you do. Your friends are all highly ambitious, ultra positive women." And I was like, ooh, I do
Mm.
have a type. I
Hmm.
like my type. You're right. I got a type. And I'm much older now, so I've learned how to create community. But when you're in your 20s and you're doing something, I owned my first home at 23 years old. I was already in my career at 5 years at that point. I was doing things that not everybody else my age was doing. And so it sometimes is harder to find. You have friends that you've had since you were younger, but then to find women who are where you are and where you want to go. And that's part of the beauty of this space because you're
Yeah.
instantly assigned a mentor, instantly dropped
Yep.
into a community where you can find women who talk about goals and visions and dreaming. And I grew up in a house like that. Our parents, big dreamers, very adventurous, risk takers, have entrepreneurial spirits. Even though they work traditional jobs, they were always
Yeah.
wanting something like that. So I think we attract
Yeah.
a unique person. You think I can buy a starter kit and change my whole life? And I had a friend who's from Vegas. She says, even in Vegas, we don't believe in those odds. We attract the most visionary people in this space, and it's my favorite kind of people.
I think back to like when I was attracted to it, no one would have called me a visionary back then or a thought leader.
I
You know,
don't think they would have called me that either, but
and
you
how
are
crazy.
inside.
How that. So that's what I'm trying to bring back into the industry, like with everything. Like we're not affiliates. Like we do so much more than that. Like we're developing people. Like it saved my life. Network marketing saved my life. Entrepreneurship saved my life. And when I think about that, I'm like, there's so many that didn't get the beauty of building without
Mhm.
social media like we did. So they don't know that part of the network marketing. They're like, oh my God, in-home meetings. And I was hashtag guilty of saying that
I
for a
was in
very
home meeting
long time.
queen.
I know, but I think about every single person that I was in home with, I still have a relationship with to this day. Even though we're not in the same company, even though like we don't make it like it's crazy to think that we would have shied away from that or poo-pooed it. And I'm guilty of poo-pooing it. But at the end of the day, like network marketing is so much more than just making money and it's a different kind of freedom, right?
It
It's a
is.
kind of freedom.
It is. And it spoils you. So my husband, who, if you know me at all, I'm going to always brag on that man. He's beautiful. He's brilliant. He's amazing. He has zero ulterior motives when you meet him. He's just such an open person as far as he wants to know you with no agenda and just lets me shine and fly and do my thing. But the person I was when I attracted him as already a leader, established in my company, is so different. My standard was so much higher. What I expect, I have a standard for my friends. And it's not just be ambitious. You can be ambitious and not have a career,
Yeah.
but I do have a standard of expectations in all my relationships. But I learned how to create that and have those boundaries because you build a business from the ground up. This is not just, and I appreciate social selling. There's so much value in. Man, do I love that I get to sit here at a desk and talk to you and not have to hop on a plane every time we want to meet. And I don't believe you have to be in person to build relationships. I do believe you need to be eye to eye.
Yeah.
The only time we talked, we never saw each other's face. There's so
Yeah.
much nonverbal communication we'd miss. So you can build relationships through a glass screen, but it's the voice, it's the eyes, it's the connections, it's the real conversations that have to happen. And you can sell products or sell a service and drop a link. Or you can do that and build a team and become a leader. Ranking up, making a certain amount of money does not make you a leader. It may
No.
make you on the leaderboard, it may put you,
Yeah.
but it does not make you a leader. A leader is, what do I do with the people who want to follow me?
That
How do I pour into the people who want to follow me?
that that's a big piece. And I love how you said eye to eye. I tell all the time, like even for me, if I'm closing contracts or anything, it's Zoom. It's Zoom, right? If we can't be with each other, it's Zoom. Anybody that hires me for coaching, Zoom. There's always that piece. I want to look at people I'm going to work with eye to eye too, right?
Mhm.
And so I love that. That's a big piece. Now, with that said, there is something to be said for social media for people who don't have networks. By the way, I had no freaking network. So I had to go make friends on social media and nobody wanted to make money with the girl that was dancing on the bar every weekend. So everybody that knew me back in 2011, they didn't want to make money with me. So I had to make friends, but I would make friends on social media. And then again, like eye to eye, we would Zoom or we would wherever.
Leave audio clips where you can hear
Yes.
the tone of someone's voice.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's a really good friend of mine. We met through Instagram when DMing was a brand new feature on Instagram. She
I love
reached out to me, wanted to join my team. Never met in person. I think it was years before we actually met in person. But again, we would do, this is how old it was. We would do Skype, Google Hangouts. It was way before Zoom. Real connection, truly one of my most favorite people. Adore her, love her. I think of her like a little sister. But we've only actually been in person in each other's space where we've exchanged molecules
Yeah.
maybe 6 times. Six
Yeah.
times in a decade and over a decade. Really good friend. You absolutely can build relationships through social media.
Yeah.
Absolutely can. But you've got to take it offline. You've got to
Yeah.
take it beyond just the camera in where you're monologuing. I scroll. I'm guilty as everybody else. I can't even fuss at my teens because I'm just as bad. I love following certain people. I love following you. I love looking. You feel like you got to know this person. But we would not have felt like friends like we do now if we hadn't taken it off of just the one-sided communication.
Correct. Agreed. 5,000%. There is this tool, right? An ACE. So I want to bring this in because I'm curious now. How is ACE, which is, why don't you explain really quickly, like for, let's talk to the network marketer first.
Okay.
Network marketer, they're like, I got boards. I love you boards. FYI, I love them. Don't get me wrong, but this is their
Did
time, right? I've got boards. I got Evernote. I've got this. I've got CapCut. They literally are downloading everything for their network marketing. Oh, they're all over the place, right? What I always say for my team, what can they get rid of, or what does it replace, or what does it enhance or amplify for them? And then I'm going to share obviously what it's done for us, but what do you say like when you're first introducing ACE to network marketers?
Well, first, I do want to say, and it's because I come from the field. So 25 years in the field, and now I'm on this side of the world. I do want to say, if you're feeling like you're all over the place with all the different apps, all the different platforms, it's not for a lack of trying. It's not because we're just scattered or unfocused and can't stick to one thing. It's because hasn't really been one thing that actually does what they promise in a way that's easy to use. There are some things in there. I won't name drop. You can name drop all you want. I
Yeah.
won't name drop any other
Yeah.
platforms, but I've used them and I've used really popular ones and I've used really big, juicy ones, but they always were too complex for my team to use. They were too involved. My team didn't have full-time staff that could
Yeah.
build up the funnels and all of that. And so that was something also, it needed to be easy enough that the average everyday person could just open their phone and click a couple times. And then it needed to be cost effective too, because
Ah,
everything starts out free. And
yes.
then if you want access to more things, it costs more. And then it costs more and it costs more, but they don't tell you all the plans straight up usually. And then next thing you know, you're spending $400 a month. If you're a leader, 4, 6, 7, 800 or more dollars a month. If you're not a leader, you're still at the $80, $100, $150 range by the time you keep getting bumped up to the premium, galactic premium plans.
Yeah.
And so ACE really for me, I came in as part of a focus group. I was not looking for a role in the company or anything. I was really there to tell them all things I didn't like about it
Oh my
and
God, I
be
love
part of the
this.
early days. And so I just have a really big mouth and I'm really opinionated. I'm like, love these two things that it does. Love it. Here, oh, there's my balloons. Yay. Also don't love this and this. And I think you should do this and this. And then
Yeah.
I was just the loudest one in the focus group. So then they made me a focus group of one. And I
Yeah.
kept meeting and then got to meet the CEO. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love this guy. He's genuine. He's the only person I've met that's built a tool that he's the actual primary engineer. Now he runs an engineering team. But when he started this, it was him that came from the field. He's
Wow.
actually, I've got pictures of 18-year-old Brian, 19-year-old Brian sitting in someone's living room, drawing circles on the back of a paper, trying
Yeah.
to build a business. And then he built this tool. So he gets it and he's hired people from the field and we all get it. That's probably what makes us the most unique. That's where we
That-
win. We actually have
wow.
used all the things and know how to use them and know where our icks are and where the friction was. So ACE is going to allow you to have a CRM in your phone. It's going to allow you to have your link in bio, your digital business card, make an unlimited number of landing pages and funnels very easily in a few clicks. It's going to allow you to have your AI assistant in there to help you compose captions, social media, text messages. It's a content keyboard that you can pull up in one tap and switch to it and access everything in the app right on your keyboard and drop it in any conversation. It's also got your community in there. And so it's taken that social community aspect that so many of us in sales, whether you're in network marketing, insurance, or influencers, create these groups, these reset groups, these boot camp groups, and we put them on a social media platform because they're there. But then the social media platform starts to regulate what we post, block links, delete our groups, delete our posts. We're a slave to the algorithm, takes it all off that. You own this group, you control it, you control how the information shows up, the notifications that people get, and how you want to work it. And we built it knowing people want social community, but also knowing you probably want to sell something on here and maybe you want to build a team on here. And so we're actually encouraging you and built in some features that help support you do that, not fight against you doing that, where I always felt like every tool I got wasn't really made for us and I had to work around it.
No,
And
always.
jerry rig it to make it fit what I
Always.
actually needed it.
Always. I still feel like building out funnels, and even how deep I go, I still have to find workarounds to make things work. So you said this about community back in the day with Facebook groups. It was amazing. Like I posted
Oh,
and
2010 to 2015, 2018, even 2019,
Right?
we were killing it.
Reality, like game on. Then
The
all of a
golden age of
sudden-
it.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden they're like, no one's going to see what you post in a group. And I just, again, we don't own these platforms at all, but it's also where they encourage you to build up these massive groups and then you weren't allowed to sell in them.
Yeah. And then suddenly there's
That
sponsor
was-
stuff popping up and people are advertising to your audience that you've built. And that felt icky to me too. And
And I realized that was happening. I had built a group of like 20,000 healers. And I was like,
Wow.
wait a minute. I found out that there were pages that were inside my group that were able to retarget. I was like, I'm sorry, what? You pay for them people? I paid for those leads. So I paid for those leads. So it's getting icky, right? It's just getting icky. And so when I think about a prospect, a lead of any sort, they already have this like wall of, I know somebody's going to try to sell me something on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. And so what is the thought process behind coming out of, because I know this is what my team just did, right?
yeah,
Just coming out of the
they're
fear.
killing it too. They just have built
Yeah.
probably one of the most beautiful spaces we've seen on the app yet.
Sarah and Robin, I love you. So literally they're like making this shift. Everyone's really excited about it. At first I was like, you're going to do what now?
You know what I love? You were like, it was like, okay, not sure when we first met Robin, and it took forever for me to
Yeah.
get Robin to love the app because he was
Yeah.
like, it needs to do these things. And then I had to keep meeting back with him. And so we finally did all the things on your list. He was like, okay, the next hard sell is going to be Marina. She's not going to be an easy. And so then I never actually did sell to you. I never spoke to you directly, never reached out. I was like, just let it happen organically. If she sees value in it, she'll see value in it. And so when you're like, oh my God, I love ACE, I'm like, that's the best sell ever, is when you didn't actually sell someone. When you do what you say you're going to do, it works and someone sees value in it.
Listen, I'm kicking myself because for 3 months, Robin was trying to get me on to explain it. And I was like, you're talking about leaving Facebook groups, which we've been doing forever. We built a massive organization here. You want to take your team out and do what? I was like, sir, slow down. And now I'm like, sir, catch me up. Because it is so
And it doesn't mean you
powerful.
can't have Facebook groups.
No, it doesn't.
But there can be a place that you drip them from Facebook into a place where you get to set the parameters.
Tell me some of the things inside of this community that make it different from where most people are adding to Facebook groups right now, or just sending a link in the DMs, right? That's literally all that's happening. They're getting added to Facebook groups or DMs are getting sent with links. There's no connection. They're called campfires, right?
It's called Campfire. Bring everybody around the campfire.
Oh, I love that. Okay, that makes sense.
So warm and fuzzy, huh?
Warm and fuzzy. So why did Sarah and Robin make this shift?
I'm going to tell you one phrase.
Yeah.
And anyone watching, it's going to resonate with them. You post something, video, a new flavor drop, a new product, of this or that, you're excited. And every single person has to say the same thing after you get everybody hyped up about your new thing. They have to say, get back with the person that invited you to the group.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I just recorded videos and I just said that.
Did you?
Yeah, because I had to put more videos in the Facebook group.
What if you could say, tap the link, and then what they saw, the website they saw, the shopping cart they saw, was a link to the person who invited them to the group.
No, stop it.
So no one accidentally sells to anybody's customer. No one accidentally recruits somebody's prospect that they shouldn't. Every video is interactive where you can put a button on it that says, add this product to your shopping cart or enroll, join my team. Every link that you post, the attribution is built in.
You said, go ahead, TikTok shop. We're going to build something better. Stop.
That one phrase. It does so much more than that. But what if
I know,
it
but
just fixed that one problem?
okay, here's my next question. Can you get somebody in the community through a landing page?
Yep.
No,
And to join the community is free. They don't need an ACE account to join the community.
they don't. I thought they had to have an actual account to be in the community. Oh, that just changed. And my brain is like going right now. I'm like, oh, poor my business partners and be like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, you have to meet with Bry. You don't understand.
It's so good. Right before this podcast, I actually was leaving a DM to both of our two of our like top engineers. And I said, I just need to make sure you guys know I'm on meeting after meeting. And all I do, I don't have to show these perfect, beautiful slides. I just open the app and show people what it really does.
Yeah.
And they're always so impressed. And I said, you guys don't, they're engineers. They are there in their home office building, cranking this out. I
Yeah.
said, I want you guys to know how beautiful and clean and simple and important what you guys have built is.
It
It's
really is.
to me, what I love about this industry is it is just as important to teach somebody how to put an extra $500 of groceries in her pantry than it is to teach someone how to make $500,000 this year. To me, they're the same customer. It's the
Agreed.
same because the only way you're going to make $500,000 this year is if you teach enough people how to put $500 of groceries in their pantry. So if
Wow.
I help solve that person's problem, I fix the leader's problem. But
Yeah.
so many times we're building funnels and tools that you have to be a leader to understand, to build, and have a staff to help man. But if
Yes.
we just build something for this guy, everybody else wins. And that's what we built. We built it for this guy. What I love is we've built something sexy enough, beautiful enough. Can it not be sexy? Because I think it is sexy enough, beautiful enough. All the bells and whistles that a 20-year-old influencer looks at it and says, oh crap, this is amazing.
Yeah.
It also has to be something that my mom can get on and click a couple of things and be able to use for her business too. So she doesn't feel irrelevant or like she has to waste time, that she should be out there producing income, making impact, having influence, learning an app that makes her feel less confident. Every time they tap something in the app, it should build confidence, not take away. That's the premise we work on, these two things. Does it satisfy the person who wants all the bells and whistles, wants to do it? Does it satisfy the person who just needs to click in a few things and let it replace their spiral notebook and their clunky old system?
Listen, if all it did was what you just said, I'm still stuck on that. I know the things that I've been using it for, which we'll go over in a minute, but now you've got my head going because I'm about to take, for my brand, I'm about to take everybody up and out of that Facebook. That was a Facebook group of Marina. Campfire for moms and heels, for the healers. Oh, here we go, become a campfire. Like it's over, it's done. That's all I needed to hear. That's fire. Why did I wait so long, Bry?
Here's why. Everything feels like effort.
Yeah.
You just get on. And if you've been in as long as we have, we've seen all the apps that are game changers, the platforms that are supposed to do this. We've outlived them all.
Yeah.
We've used them all. We're still here. Those things are not. And so
Yeah.
it's tired. The lift is hard. It's like moving. Yes, you want to move to that new beautiful house, but what do you got to do to move there? You got to pack up all your crap, and you don't want to pack the stuff you don't want. So
I
now you've got to
fucking do.
declutter before you can pack up and then move it to the new house. Even though the new house is going to be amazing, there's so much work it's going to take to get
Yeah.
there that we're exhausted because we're doing 26 different things. When 20 years ago in this space, you had one job, and now we have 26 jobs just
That
to do the
part.
same role.
It is.
It's tiring. So what if we made it easy?
Yeah.
What if we had a system in place that could migrate everything from the content keyboard you're already using? What if we had a person that we paid 20 hours a week and that's all she does is migrate things over from other people's content keyboards or their link trees?
Wow.
If you're a field leader.
Yeah.
What if we had real people answer the phone that you could text, that you could call, and they would help you or help your team? And if they didn't get it, they would hop on a Zoom with them and hold their hands. What if we had live Zooms that we did every single month to walk everybody through the basics? What if we had super slow, short 1-minute videos so that you as a leader did not inherit the new free unpaid job saying, now I am a tech support for this new tool just because I thought it was cool and now I'm not getting paid, but I have to teach all my whole team how to do it.
That part I don't want to.
We have all that. That was one of the most important things, was what does our support look like? Our support team is incredible. Incredible.
So hold on. So can we, it's so something about posting a video, clicking the video and it being your link. So now you got my brain going. Are people running ads doing this yet?
I don't know.
I will be the first and I will let you know.
I don't know. The thing about ACEs, it's built for everybody, whether you're an influencer.
Wow.
Like I said, we have people in healthcare, we have charter schools, we have churches, we have influencers, we have health insurance people, real estate agents,
Oh my
network
God.
marketing is a part of it.
Every gym needs this for their members. Their members will not cancel and probably show up more or buy more. Oh, come on. That'd be insane.
In a day and age where everything is automated because it needs to be, because we're doing so much, right?
Yeah.
We're doing so much more than generations before us did. Technology does not make our life easier, it makes our life busier. That's what I'm convinced of. But we need automation because we're busy, but also sometimes we automate so much that we pull out the personal touch, and that's what makes people want to buy from us. That's what makes people want to stay with us or join our team. And so what I love about interactive video is I could have a generic one that goes out to everybody, but I can also meet you at the gym this morning, meet somebody else at the grocery store, talk to that mom at my daughter's school pickup, and then come home after hours when everything's quiet. I can pick up my phone and I can say, "Hey, Marina, it was so good meeting you at the gym today. Here's a product we were talking about that I told you I would send you. Here's a link. It'll take you there, get you more information. Here's also a link to my calendar if you wanted us to just get a coffee date and chat more about it. We could do it on Zoom or in person." And then that took what, 15 seconds? Now I'm like, okay, next one person. Oh, the girl from the bank. "Hey, girl, it was so good meeting you. Thank you so much. You're always my favorite teller, blah, blah, blah. Click here for this, click here for that." I could crank out in 30 minutes 10 videos that then
Yeah.
I can schedule to go out on a text tomorrow or email out tomorrow. But I can do a, now it feels like I did it's the familiarity of a FaceTime call, but I can automate sending them out so that way I can work in little pockets of time. So don't lose the personal touch having to do the FaceTime call or having to make a phone call, but they still feel like it really is us. We use their name. We
Yeah.
put us in the conversation.
That's
What if you could make an interactive video and say, tap here, and then it opens the form that starts the funnel that kicks off the email drip, the text drip, but it started with your face first.
That's so good.
I like that you're like, now you're thinking, you're like, because you're
No,
such a
my
strategic
brain
woman that you're like, oh,
No,
I can't even focus. I got to figure out how to use this.
Call Robin and be like, why did you not hit me over the head with a hammer? Why did you let me be me? I literally want to say to Robin right now. Like, why? Because I knew there was power, but again, it was exactly what you said. Just another thing for me to do. And is it really going to solve a problem or is it going to make it heavier? But when I was thinking about for my brand, for Moms and Heels, and for my network marketing business, how am I going to get everybody that's in the Facebook groups, because they still join them, how am I able to connect with them where they literally feel me like they used to? Because they're not even seeing me on social media. Even if I'm paying for ads, they don't see me. It's just ridiculous. And that right there just answered that question for me. I don't want to build a LinkedIn group. The same thing's going to happen. I don't want to. So having that
everything just drips in, all roads lead to the campfire. And
Yeah,
then
stuff.
you're able to like partition the group instead of just one group where everything is there and people have to scroll through to figure out what you posted last. You can partition with tabs by topic. And so then they can go straight to a certain type of product, or they want to learn more about the business and go to tab, but then you can also badge gate it. So they need a certain badge to have access. So let's say they become a VIP customer and they're on auto subscribe. Now there can be a gate. They can see the tab, but when they click it, it says, "Uh-oh, you need to upgrade and get your VIP badge to see this." Now you've got special things all in the same group, not inviting them. They start in this group, then you invite them to this Facebook group, then you invite them to this Facebook group, and then you invite them to this. Everything lives in one group, but you can just partition it all with tabs that they get upgraded with badges to have access.
Want to upgrade. They want to get in that tab. I want to get in the tab. I haven't even seen them yet.
I know. Create so much FOMO.
This is so good. This is a genius. Brian,
He's a genius. He'll never admit it. I always say, I'm like, pretty sure he's like a savant. He's so young. Marina, he's so young too. He's going to be around a long time. Ideating. Yeah, he's so young. He's like older Gen Z, younger millennial. He's literally, I'm old enough to be his mom. He's just brilliant. Now I call him boss. I have so much respect for how his brain works. And it's like building a house. Sometimes we get these apps and it gets clunky. It starts out good and then it's gotten so big. And I love that it does so much. But sometimes things get so big that they get too complex to use. And so at the beginning, I would tell Brian, I wish it did this. I wish he said it's coming. And I'm like, but why can't we just do that now? And he said, because that needs to come after this. And he's had this 3-year roadmap. And doggone it, if he has not checked everything off that list one at a time and done it, it's a foundation, it's a house. We have to start here because the feature you want is here, but that's a window. The foundation has to come, the plumbing has to come in, and then we'll build up to it because then it will make sense. So every time we add a new feature, it doesn't feel like, oh, it looks totally different now. Everything has changed. I have to learn something new. It's, oh, that's a natural, organic progression of what you just did last month. Everything starts with a plus sign.
He built an ecosystem.
And every piece, and everything's been part of the original roadmap anyway. So none of it feels disjointed, and it's mobile first. So here's what I learned, and I did not even know this was a thing. Mobile friendly. Most platforms will tell you they're mobile friendly.
Yeah.
And then you get in there and you can only do 2 or 3 things.
Yeah.
ACE is mobile first. Mobile first means everything you do on the desktop, you can do on the phone. Everything you do on the phone, you can do on the desktop.
And I will say that is 5,000% true because I was like, yeah. And that's the first place I went. I said, oh, I was like, "Oh, it is mobile. I'd rather use it on the mobile than the desktop. And I'm a desktop girl.
And you know what? Your customers, and sometimes I have people like, it doesn't matter because I do everything on my desktop. I said, yeah, you do because you're a leader, or you do because you're corporate.
Yeah.
But do you know who's not looking at your stuff on their laptop? Your customers.
Yeah.
They're looking at your message when you text them while they're waiting in the pickup line. They're looking at your message while they're in between scrolling from their phone. Because here's what we do. We look at our big screen with our little screen, and that's where they're going to scroll and look at your funnel. That's where they're going to fill out your wellness quiz. That's where they're going to look at your landing page and go through your link in bio. So it should be optimized for this because this is the screen that they do business on. This is the screen they shop on. Leaders use a whole landscape.
Yeah.
Shoppers use vertical.
So true. Because whenever anyone comes into our brand me on demand community, I'm like, you have to use a laptop. They're like, why? I'm like, because you have to grow up now. You're a leader.
But what if you didn't?
Oh, what if you didn't?
But what if you didn't? Because what if we still want to be relevant in 10 years?
Yeah.
The next generation of leaders in 10 years, they're not going to own laptops. Half of them don't right now. Most of Gen Z never uses an actual computer.
Crazy.
They're going to use their phone. So a business in a box, a whole business system really does need to be accessible for the people that you're building the business with.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My daughter, it's either her iPad or her phone. She has a computer. And
My daughter's too. And she still will not use it.
No. Wow. Okay, so let's give them an idea for those that are not network marketers that I know are listening to this, they're building their brand or they're network marketers, but they're building their brand now, right? We already said it, but I want to say it out loud. Your job would be to build a community inside of here versus a Facebook group, in my opinion, so you can be seen more. And so they're not just coming into a funnel on an email list, but they're actually coming into a community. And then you can structure inside of that community exactly the customer journey of where you want them to go and how you want them to ascend with those tabs.
Absolutely.
Genius.
And every asset you save in your content keyboard, every asset, whether it's flyers, Canva graphics, PDFs, videos, it has trackers on it. So when I share it, I can see how many seconds of the video you watch. I can see on my landing page which buttons you've clicked more so I know which product you're actually really interested in. You open a flyer, I can see if you opened the flyer or not, or if you never even looked and that's why you didn't show up to the Zoom guest event that I invited you to. Every single thing you save in ACE, whether it is a video, a graphic, a PDF, a link, or a landing page, has a tracker on it and you can see exactly what they're clicking on. And as a leader for me, how many times did I work with someone and they're like, nobody wants anything, no one's texting me back, but now it's open this up. Look, she's clicked on a bunch of times. She may not have called you back because she's not sure what she wants to do next, but you can see exactly what she's interested in because you can see what she's clicking on all the time. And it's so easy to use. It gives you the data you need to actually be productive with your follow-ups and your follow-throughs in any business. Every business, if you are selling something, there is follow-up.
Yeah. And just so you guys know, I have taken my funnels that are not built in ACE and I can still track them because we can bring the links in there. And so I've done that with boards. I've done that with my Go High Level. I've done that with other things that I already built. So I don't feel like I wasted time and energy. So just a heads up, those don't go to waste. You can still track. So I love that.
Any link to anything. It's just, and YouTube, that's a whole different talk show, but YouTube, any YouTube video you save in ACE and share through ACE, number one, you're going to get a tracker so you know who watched it, not just that it was watched, but also it cleans it up. It removes that commercial that plays. It takes away the comments and it takes away the suggested videos. So all the haters, all the trolls, all the distraction, all that's cleaned up, but you still get the view. It still counts for your views on your original channel.
If you can't see me right now, I'm writing down fix YouTube. I'm over here with 70 million views and I'm going to hit 1 billion, but I need to know who's watching the billion. Okay, fix YouTube videos.
It's one of my favorite things because the company I worked with had a beautiful, they still do, beautiful YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Such beautiful content. We never shared the content because we knew it would have all the haters, why I quit, all the product, blah, blah, and then competitors. And then you send it and there's a commercial in front of it and people are like, why'd you send me that commercial? And I'm like, I didn't. Keep watching past the commercial. Takes all that off. It's just the actual video that you want, but it still counts for YouTube. Still helps your algorithm.
Oh, good. So good. I feel, listen, I'm sitting on a $1 billion tool right now that I need to spend some time on. And you just built my beliefs. Thank you so much. Because honestly, like it is scary, like thinking about a new tool, but I'm not scared now. I'm really excited. I'm like, sorry, 30,000 of you in this group, you're coming over here now. I'm already ready. I'm like, I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. But
Can we talk about how much it is? Because you just said $1 billion tool.
I was just going to say, but can we talk about how much it is? Because it is ridiculous. Like you're undercharging, but I'm just going to say it.
We are, but remember why we built this.
I know.
We built this for the woman with $500 of groceries in her pantry.
Yeah.
We built this to replace all the apps that started out as $9.99 or free and then go to $99. It's $20 for ACE Pro, $19.99 a month. That gets you the interactive video, the built-in teleprompter, the YouTube gems. That gets you unlimited landing pages. That gets you upload all your videos, upload your images, your Canva. It syncs with your Canva. So if I change the flyer in Canva, it's automatically changed in my ACE and anyone who I've saved that collection with. So I don't have to download it, then re-upload it, and then tell everybody, check the new board because all my stuff is.
Wow.
$20. And that gets you one campfire. That gets you up to 1,000 members your campfire. And then if you want our community plan, which has ACE courses in there. So if you want to open some type of online school, then it's there. And that's $49.99. That gets you unlimited members.
Wow.
And you can run more than one business. I homeschool. I'm in a volunteer ministry. I have my consulting business, fractional professional business. I work with ACE. People always say, do I need more than one account? One account, one thing. And it's just how you organize it. You can run all your businesses from there because you can divide up the CRM based on lists, based on the company. Listen, I share stuff with my kids on there because I put a tracker on and then I know if they actually looked at it or not.
I'm dead.
You do. I know you didn't watch it. I posted a little bit, like a girls event here at my house. And I was like, I can tell exactly who watched the videos and who didn't, you guys. I put trackers on it.
I'm dead. I am dead. But
I'm like, you watched 19 seconds of a 57-second video. You did not finish it.
Okay, hold on. There's integrations too, right? Like
integrations with Zoom, integrations with Canva, and then a really popular app for texting and emailing campaigns that we got that was highly requested was Project Broadcast. We integrate with them.
Yeah. I'm like honestly so excited for the amount of obviously men too, but just female entrepreneurs that are getting started and their leaders saw the vision of this. So it made it that much easier because listen, and I love network marketing companies and all that stuff, but they don't make things simple. And it's not their fault. It's because but we
They're
know
trying, but they're being
right.
pitched to they're
A
being pitched to,
million.
but it's not from people who've been in the field and sold something. So they don't, everything sounds good in theory. It's like when someone tells
Right.
you, I'm going to do this promotion. You should do this promotion with your team. And I always say, get back to me in 3 months. Let me know how that actually works. Everything sounds good in theory. We're
Yeah.
salespeople. We can sell anybody on anything.
Yeah. And
How does
so,
it actually work in real life? How does it
and,
live and play out?
and so this part is what I love because I know there's companies that are getting on board with you as well. And I think
Yeah.
that just is so exciting because it's going to, I think about TikTok when it first got started, if everybody would have just jumped in and like, I feel like this is the beginning of something that we all get to tap into. And I know we're on my podcast right now, but it's so early and it's going to make a massive difference. And this is going to produce the next 7-figure earners in the next 24 months. Like I can
I
already
believe so.
yeah, I believe it too. I believe it too. It's gonna make it so much more simple.
And that's always what we're looking at. Is this clean? Is this easy to use? And I'm grateful that our engineers listen. So we've got our sales team, the support department, and then the engineering department. And the sales team, we all come from this field industry. We all come from the field. We've all had to sell something. And so what I appreciate is even when it makes sense in tech world, they
Yeah.
listen to us. We're like, that icon should be changed. That word, I know it's technically correct, but it doesn't make sense to the regular person. They're so open to changing it so that it actually makes sense to the people who are going to be using it. It's built for people who are not techie. It's built for people who, like me, I was with a company for 25 years. I drove a free car for the whole 25 years. So when I decided to retire, I was like, I have to buy a car for the first time. I don't even know what I want. It took 11 months. I did so many test drives, long test drives where you give them money, you get to keep the car for 4 days and then bring it back. They give you back your deposit to see if you like it or not. My husband finally said, what do you want in a car? Because I could not make up my mind. Since I was 24 years old, I had been driving free, and every 2 years they just gave me a new one. I didn't think about it. I
Yeah.
said, I just want it to be super comfy, go fast where I want it to go. He was like, the engine does this and this one has it. I was like, I don't ever lift up the hood. I will never lift up the hood. I don't care what's under there. He
Wow.
cared about all of that. So here's what I loved about AICE. If you just want to get in, be comfy, and drive where you want to go, you can absolutely do that. If you're super techy, you want to lift up the hood and play with the engine, you can get really granular. Load all your customized branding colors, your logo, all of that stuff. You can get really deep in the woods and make it as fancy as you want. But for the average everyday person, don't ever lift up that hood. Just drive it, click a plus sign, add a couple things. It's going to do what you need it to do.
So good. So good.
I think it is too.
No,
Haven't worked for anybody else in 25 years.
yeah.
This is the first, and I was a consultant relationship for a year before I came in as VP. And it's because I really believe in this company's mission.
Mhm.
And then the product is backed up that it actually does good work for good people too. So
I'm still getting emails. This girl that's clicking on she don't even know it, but she keeps clicking and I keep getting emails and I'm like, oh, she's still clicking and hasn't bought. I'm like, I sent her a message. I'm like, hey, I saw you clicking around. She was like, huh?
yeah, it's like
Right.
they sometimes are just too shy or non-committal. They won't follow up with you, but you'll stop following up with someone thinking they ghosted you. And it's like, no, it's been 2 weeks. They're still clicking.
Reach out to her. I've been doing this for a long time, but I saw she was clicking around and I'm like, oh, I'm going to go message her. I wouldn't have just I'm not a bugaboo. Like, I'm not going to follow up with somebody 5,000 times, especially when that's just not what I'm going to do. I don't want to be a bugaboo. So I was like, oh, I'm not a bugaboo. She's clicking. It was easy. It was simple. There was the block of the fear was removed by me seeing she clicked that late. That's
It's
so
a confidence booster. It's a shot of dopamine. But also, what if like you saw she was clicking on a specific product and then you made a story. So it felt generic for everyone. And she's, oh my gosh, no way. I've been watching your video and I was thinking, how did you know? And it's like,
dang it.
but it feels generic. It doesn't feel like I have to individually follow up with her and say, I saw you click. It's like, yeah,
Was
one of
she
my stories.
already the
Yes, because you
community?
see exactly what people are engaging, what type of content they're engaging with directly based on what they're clicking.
I'm behind, Bry.
It's okay. We'll get you
lot-
caught up.
I got a lot of work to do.
I cannot wait to be in your space in person, give you a hug.
I know.
And
That's
just
the amazing.
the energy is your energy is so good. And who you support is what matters most to me, which is why I'm happy to be on here. You're the first podcast I've agreed to since I took this position.
Okay. No, I'm like blushing. I'm blushing, you guys. I'm blushing. I can't wait to
And
be.
it's not because I'm so great. It's because I care so much about the
Yeah.
people more than anything, if you can't tell. And I love working with companies that care. So if you're watching this and you have a company, you're like, I wish my company like launched this app to the
Yeah.
field. Most of the time, our corporate deals come from somebody in the field saying, hey, I really like this. Will you guys look into this?
That's how it happened with us. It's exactly how it happened with us. I had to start with us first before the company adopted it. And so I would say as leaders, don't not look at this. We'll leave a link in the show notes, but take a look at it because it takes a lot for me to want to change something that's worked. Change is what I have tattooed on my wrist because it was the hardest thing for me, like ever, is change because it freaks me out. And I will tell you that I know that there's this friction right now that's in the industry. There's this friction that's happening because people who were so successful before, all of a sudden algorithms have just ripped so much away from them and
Yes.
they're judging themselves and their leadership based on what they used to make because everything was easier in 2020 than it is now. And now we have a solution in my mind that's going to give them back the views, give them back the eyeballs that really want to see them anyway in the first.
That audience. You know
Yes.
what it takes to earn an audience. We build
Yeah.
our reputation brick by brick. I was at a conference, a masterminds event in Costa Rica last week, and one of the leaders who's big, she's incredible. She's built her and her whole team have built their whole business in social media. This one leader there, she said, what's began to happen is social media is now dictating how we run our businesses instead of we use social media and we dictate. She says, and that's not right.
Oh,
And that's what's happened. TikTok says, this is how you're allowed to do this. This is what you need to do. Facebook says, this is how you're allowed to do. Instagram says, this is. And suddenly social media have become our mentors and our leaders and telling us what to do and when to post and what. Why did that happen when we're the human beings? We're the people, we're the leaders. We have the wisdom. We have the experience to back up that we understand human beings and how they want to shop and how they want to build and how they want to grow. It feels like it's time to take back the reins and utilize tech. I love technology. I love AI.
yeah.
Utilize it for our benefit to assist us. In our app, our AI is called the assistant. It assists us. It is not here to replace you. It is here to assist you. In its place, it's incredible. Out of place, we become a slave to the algorithm, a slave to all the powers that be. And it's time to change.
No, it's time to change, like big time. Because at the end of the day, I don't care how much money I've made on social media. It's got to a place where I don't like opening the app. I don't like the messages. And it's a mind game. It's a control. Like they knew what they were doing when they built Facebook back in the day when they built TikTok and all these things, right? Like they knew what they were doing. And so now it's like, we can't serve our customers and serve our teams because they can't see us. And yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Sure.
My hope is that people realize I'm in ACE 40, 50 times a day. I use it for personal stuff, for business, all the different businesses. My hope is that we see people building businesses on ACE, but we also see them putting their knitting group on there, putting their plant, their bird watching group, their girls' night out group in their campfire, that there's a campfire for every part of your life. That we have one of our employees, our media director, Steve, if you watch our YouTube, you see him, he's awesome. He's made a campfire for his kids and nieces and nephews to do like a little film camera, like photography group because it's safe because there's no weirdos DMing them on a social media platform. So it's such a safe place for them to be there and have their little family community, their family campfire. That's what we want to see used for as well. It doesn't just have to be business. It can be every part of your life. There's a space for it.
Oh, wow. And now I'm thinking about Maddie and no YouTube channel. We're going to start a campfire. I'm okay. You had me at hello, Brady. It only took you over a year and what else?
Over a year. And I know people, Robin, it's so funny when we don't have, and I'm sure people ask, we don't have an open affiliate program or anything because we keep the price point so low. If you go on our website, you'll see it's so low. So we're not paying out a bunch of referral fees for referring everybody and all of that. But what we do is work with you. Like with Robin, we have worked with him to move his
Yeah.
funnels over from the big platform he was using, work with him, and he gives us feedback every week. I wish it could do this. I wish it could change here. I found a bug here or whatever. Like it's so much fun to have feedback from real people, really out in the field using it, use that feedback. And that's what we promise you. We promise you that instead of just having a program where you refer us just because you get a kickback, instead, refer us because you're really using it. Refer us
Yeah.
because it really works. Refer us because we listen to you. We are here to build something great with you. And I think that's way more powerful in the long run. No one got a referral kickback for telling their friends to join Facebook. It's because it became a convenient place to meet. And I used to get to see all my family. Now I just see a bunch of sponsored ads and stuff, but I used to see my family's kids grow up, my friends' kids grow up, and it was a great place for that. That's what we want. We want this very organic use of a community platform again.
I will say, guys, like when you hear me talk about something, it's because I'm either using it or I'm using it, not because it's something I heard about. And like she was saying, it took about a year, but now I am here. So this is my audience knows though, like I'm the same way as you. Like I can't just bring something to them because I make a buck off of it. I won't sell my soul
Mhm.
for $1. It's what I've always said. And I'm so grateful to have found another powerful woman who just feels the same way. I feel like I met a soul sister here for life. And
I can't wait to show up at your events. Oh my
I
gosh, I cannot wait. I immediately after our last conversation about your Messy to Millions event, I messaged a couple of people. I'm like, you guys should probably go to this. I love your energy. Oh my gosh. And the new branding on your website.
that's my
Fire.
can we talk about her real quick? She is
Fire.
like
Yeah.
I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. Can't do it.
Fire. You are living branding yourself. You are living it. I'm like,
Yeah.
yep, this is the way to go.
Yeah.
It's an easy yes. I will show up anytime you say, Bree, I'd love to chat with you again. What's new? What's going on? I will be
Yeah.
here.
Good. Cause I'm gonna be like in it. So that's good. I'm gonna do all kind of tutorials for you guys. Don't you worry, but you gotta be in my
Yeah, no, that also means she gonna tell me what she doesn't like something too. So some of the changes and upgrades you'll see over the next year, I'm sure
yeah.
will be Marina inspired. I don't like this. Can we change that? Which because she's like me, she's a highly opinionated woman. So I'm ready. I'm bracing myself for it. You're gonna use it, you're gonna love it, but you're also gonna tell me what you want different.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Thank you so much
Thank
for being here. And honestly, for stepping in. I don't know Brian very well, and I'm sure I'm going to get to know him, but like for stepping in and just being that voice
Mm,
that like he was looking for you to start in a focus group and end up where you are now just shows how powerful of a woman you are, but how powerful of a man he is to see your power. And that inspires me and makes me so excited. So, Brian, shout out to you. Like, you're a smart dude. Smart
he
dude.
is pretty smart. Not just because he hired me, but he's pretty smart.
I love it.
Thank
I
you,
love
Marina.
you.
Thank
Thank
you for
you
everyone
so
who
much.
watched and just excited to see what you do with it.
I know. Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna start send me screenshots, guys, because I want to put them in my emails. I want to show what ACE did for your business. I want to know all the
Mm,
things. We want to know. We want screenshots. So,
I love that. I love that.
all right, guys. Mwah. Bye.